You know, we've said from one game into the next, we never know what we're going to see. And today was a great example of that. Let's break this thing down. Very first inning, Anibal Sanchez on the mound. The Blue Jays come out firing smoke. It's a 2-run shot. Morales goes back-to-back with him. It's 3-0 Jays in the first. Let's go to the bottom of the first. Well, they give it all right back. Marcus Stroman can't find the strike zone, and when he does find the strike zone, it's right over the middle of the plate. He gets crushed around. It's 3-3 after 1. Then, a fly ball to Bautista and Pilar. They both don't know who's taking the ball. The ball drops in. Then James McCann literally goes down and reaches for Marco Estrada's changeup and somehow drives it to deep left. Ezequiel Carrera has it, and it just pops out of his glove. And right there, Blue Jays losing 4-3. We move to the 5th inning. Jose Bautista up with Goins on base, and he absolutely obliterates right down the middle fastball, and that's what you're supposed to do. And he hits a home run, making it 5-4 Jays. Great stuff. 8th inning. Danny Barnes on the mound. Got lots of faith in him. Yeah, okay, not tonight, I guess. JD Martinez, it's a home run. We got a tie game. Again, one day to the next. Danny Barnes has been so good. Screws up today. And the Blue Jays can't get any offense going whatsoever. We go to the 11th. Beliveau comes in, gives up a walk. They bunt him over to second. And then he's taken out of the game for Lucas Harrell. And he does absolutely nothing good, because he gets one out and then walks 2 guys, and the Tigers walk it off on a walk-off walk. Continue to frustrate me from... It's something new every day. It really is. And we're hearing more and more trade talks. We heard a little, I think it was like yesterday or something, oh, the Jays are interested in Sonny Gray. Are we contending or are we pretending? I keep hearing about teams interested in Jose Bautista. Oh, we've heard, I forgot who it was, expressing interest in J.A. Happ. Lariano and Estrada, the Jays are looking to shop them. So what are we trying to do here? I mean, we're clearly not playing well. This was the game you had to have. Why? Because now you've got to go play the Red Sox in Boston for 4, and then now you're in Cleveland for 3. When I said at the beginning of this series, after the Game 1 win, I'm like, okay, if we can go 7-3 in this stretch, in this 10-game road trip, we'll be in a great spot. But with now 2 losses in a row and the series lost, we literally got to go... 6-1 the rest of the way? And you're playing Boston and Cleveland. Cleveland been playing pretty well of late. They're now taking over their division. They've lost 3 in a row, but they have their division. And the Red Sox, I mean, yes, you kind of probably caught them at a good time. They played in a crazy long inning game yesterday, and they're playing a doubleheader today. But really, the Blue Jays, are they going to come to play? I don't know what we're going to see. I mean, we saw some hits today. How do we score our runs? Off the home run. 3 home runs. But then the bullpen, sucks late in the game. And Estrada wasn't that great. There were times where he was okay. But then he was crap. So, because it's weird. I think he had like a 30-something pitch first inning. An 8-pitch second inning. And then like a 20-something third. And he couldn't get out of the 4th. I mean, it was just... I just don't get it. I really don't understand it with Marco Estrada. And I don't know how you guys feel about Marco and his situation right now. I don't really know how to pinpoint what his problem is. But this Blue Jays ball club is killing me. They make 3 errors again in this one. One of them costing us the game, as Josh Donaldson can't make the throw to first. He bobbles the throw. And that ends up with runners in the corners. Then the next 2 guys get walked. And obviously the walk-off walk. One error was the Tulowitzki error. Morales made an error. I mean, it's just errors all over the place. The defense was crap. The Jays couldn't get any runs past the 5th inning. And they had some opportunities, and they couldn't do anything with it. And you lose on a walk-off walk. That just adds insult to injury there. It really does. I don't know. I want to believe, but it's very difficult to believe now. Because watching, like literally watching one game to the next and thinking to myself, all right, what are we going to see? We know what we're seeing in the ninth inning with Roberto Osuna, but how are we going to get there is the thing. And we've literally had issues getting there. We thought we had it here. BG got out of that seventh. I've trusted Danny Barnes. We'll get to the ninth. Osuna, lock it down. Ball game. Well, nope. Danny Barnes screws up, and then the wheels fall off. Offense can't find themselves again, and later on, the bullpen just collapses and falls through. What do you guys think should happen? What do you guys think should happen? The approaches to the plate they were all right. They scored 5 runs. They had 10 hits. That was okay. Now, would I have wished they got more runs? Yes, because they lost. If they won 5-4 or 5-3, I would have been like, yeah, they did a good job, scored 5 runs, just enough runs to win the game. But since they lost, I'm going to say, oh, they got to score more. They played fine offensively. The pitching and the defense stunk tonight. That's all it was. How did they score 2 of their runs? The walk-off walk was on a bobbled ball by Donaldson that led eventually to the walk-off walk. Bautista and Pilar literally just looking at each other like, you want to get it? Nope. Pilar could have got that ball. If you look at him, he's kind of like jogging over there, just looking at Bautista like, okay, you gonna get it? You gonna get it? And he didn't. No one gets it, right? You get that ball, the innings are totally different, and you could be winning 5-3, and it could have stayed that way because you would have given up the home run, but it would have been 5-4, or even it would have been 5-2, it would have been 5-3, so you would have been fine. But instead, a couple blunders, and you lose. Plain and simple. But nothing is plain and simple with this team because they frustrate the living heck out of me. Now, moving forward, the trade deadline is coming up pretty fast. And this Blue Jays ball club is not playing well. Bottom line. People could say, well, they're over 500 over the last 10 games. At this point in the season, 6-4 in your last 10 is not good enough. You're 7 games under 500. You need to go on literally, the Blue Jays' famous 11-game win streak. They can never get to 12, but even 11-game win streak, you're only 3 or 4 games over 500, and you're maybe fighting for a wild card spot. So, and that's a big streak, and how inconsistent this team has been, I can't see that happening. Now, I don't know what you guys think they should do at the deadline. My personal opinion, and I've heard the name roamed around, was Marcus Stroman being traded. I think they would be nuts to trade him. First off, he's 26 years old. It's not like this guy is 28, 29 years old, wanting a big contract in a year or so. He's 26. Why aren't they talking about Aaron Sanchez? Isn't he like 24, 23 years? I'm assuming what? Aaron Sanchez is a very young lad, obviously. And, he's what? If it'll load here. He's 25, and no one's talking about him being traded. But they're talking about 26-year-old Marcus Stroman being traded. Why? Those 2 guys and Jay Happ are the only 2 consistent pitchers you've had this year and really throughout their careers. So why trade them? And they're still young. It doesn't make any sense to me. But let me know what you guys think, what they should do at the deadline. Should they move Happ, Estrada, Lariano? Should they literally blow it up? Or should they just trade expiring contracts and try and contend next year? But that might be tricky with this core still around. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, all right? So that's who the hell's starting next game? I don't even know what's going on right now. Marcus Stroman versus Eduardo Rodriguez. I mean, let's just see what happens, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of this game. The errors, just everything. And what do you think they should do at the deadline? Who should go? Give me your top 2 guys that should go, and maybe a couple of your untouchables. Let me know what you guys think about that, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Maybe magical start. I don't know. I'm trying to grab at straws now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.